Business leaders across Iowa need graduates who can contribute from day one. That's what sets the Iowa State University Ivy College of Business apart. Our students are directly admitted to the college and their major on day one. That gives them immediate access to hands-on learning, career support, and industry connections. The result? Job-ready talent for Iowa companies, communities, and the economy. Explore Ivy today.
From the first switch on to the last transaction, Mediacom Business delivers the internet that keeps your business connected. With speeds up to 1 gig, built-in data security, and Wi-Fi powered by Eero, get the performance your business demands. To learn more, go to MediacomBusiness.com.
The Business Record News Headlines is brought to you by the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University, where world-class faculty, staff, programs, and facilities come together to deliver business education for a rapidly changing world. At Ivy, students gain more than a degree, they gain real-world experience and the confidence to lead in any industry. Welcome to the Business Record Iowa News Headlines podcast, presented by the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University and supported by Mediacom Business. This is your essential weekly briefing on local business news from across the state. I'm Business Record President Chris Conetzkey, here with my co-host, Business Record Editor Sarah Diehn. And we're starting with our Business Record Roundup, reviewing the top 3 stories reported by the Business Record Newsroom that you might have missed over the past week. Sarah, go ahead and start us off.
Thanks, Chris. Heart of America Group wants to build a 5-story office building on land across from Des Moines' historic City Hall that would house its Des Moines offices. The hospitality and real estate group received approval from the City Council Monday to move forward with plans for the development. The 70,000 square foot building would claim a parcel the city has worked to develop for more than 3 years. Heart of America founder and CEO Mike Whalen said the hospitality group would use about 20,000 square feet, with the remainder leased to other office users. Heart of America has been active in the East Village recently with construction of 2 apartment projects. Whalen said he hopes to start development this summer with completion by late summer 2027.
The University of Iowa will launch a new research initiative in July studying connections between the environment and adverse health outcomes with a founding $5 million gift from Sharon and Kyle Kraus. The initiative, called Insight, will have a focus on cancer as rates in Iowa have continued to rise. The funding will support studies to help identify factors that influence cancer rates and other health problems, prioritizing maternal and newborn health, neurodevelopment, and autism-related outcomes. Other areas of focus for the program include expanding environmental monitoring and making environmental and health data publicly available. The program is aiming to build toward $10 million in funding.
Shopping malls across Iowa and the country are facing the question of how to maintain their relevance and transform the once bustling hubs into attractive destinations for consumers. A national retail consultant recently told the Business Record the large parcels are often easy to divide up to become mixed-use town centers, including shopping, dining, and more. Crossroads Mall in Waterloo is being raised and redeveloped as mixed use after losing its high-traffic big box stores. But not all mall transformations are focused on demolition. The mall at College Square in Cedar Falls is becoming an incubator for small businesses and startups in hopes of creating a low-cost environment leading to long-term leases. Experts said current trends are driving retailers' location decisions and making it important that communities are proactive in planning for a mall's future. You can read all these stories in full and more news at businessrecord.com.
Next up is our statewide headlines with the news you need to know from across Iowa. We bring you the news each week with the help of our sponsors. So before we get to the news, let's hear from our sponsor, Mediacom Business.
Your business is always on, and your internet has to be too. Behind every move you make, Mediacom Business is right there with you, delivering internet speeds up to 1 gig. All plans include data security and Wi-Fi powered by Eero. We keep your business connected and moving forward.
Here are this week's statewide headlines with the news you need to know from across Iowa. First up, the Des Moines Register reports that Hy-Vee is selling its 21 standalone Fast and Fresh branded convenience stores to Nebraska-based Bosselman Enterprises. Bosselman, which operates 6 brands in the travel service sector, will rebrand the Fast and Fresh stores under its Pump and Pantry name. 15 of the stores are in the Des Moines Metro, 2 are in Davenport, and 1 is in Marion. Hy-Vee will retain the 168 Fast and Fresh stores that are adjacent to its grocery stores.
The Cedar Rapids Gazette reports 288 more employees will be laid off from the Whirlpool Amana plant as the company plans to end all second shift production at the facility in early July. The manufacturer said additional cuts were expected when it laid off more than 300 employees from the plant earlier this year. Whirlpool officials have said the cuts are part of a multi-year modernization plan, but none of the laid-off workers are expected to be rehired.
The Des Moines Register reports Iowa is joining a federal law that blocks undocumented immigrants, as well as some with legal status, from being eligible for SNAP benefits. The Iowa law, which includes several provisions related to SNAP, says some immigrants with legal status, including refugees, are barred from the assistance program, while other groups of immigrants are still eligible. The restrictions are currently in place under the federal One Big Beautiful Bill Act, but the Iowa law ensures they would remain in state code if the federal legislation is ever repealed or amended.
Piasta manufacturer MITM Corporation's large-scale portable power station won the 2026 Coolest Thing Made in Iowa contest. The Iowa Association of Business and Industry announced the winner at its annual conference last week. This year, 68 products made across 51 Iowa cities were nominated and narrowed through rounds of public voting.
KCCI reports that Honey Creek Resort in southern Iowa reopened last week after the state selected new operators for the resort and its golf course. Ember Grove Hospitality Group is now managing the resort and lodging operations, and Maxim Golf Group will oversee the golf course. The state sought new operators after it claimed the previous group did not meet its contractual obligations. That's our show for today. Before we go, we have a few things for you to take with you through the rest of the week. One thing that's coming up, we're just about a month away from our annual Innovation Iowa event and magazine unveiling in Des Moines. That's going to be on July 9th. And at this year's event, we're inviting innovators from across the state to connect around the ideas that we think can help transform Iowa. One fun thing to know, the Principal Charity Classic kicks off today at the Wakanda Club. It's Principal's 20th year sponsoring the tournament, which in that time has raised $73 million for Iowa youth charities. Thanks for joining us today, and thanks to our sponsors, the Ivy College of Business at Iowa State University and MediaCom Business. Each week, you can count on us for a dose of balanced news and with the context you need. So if you enjoyed today's show, please like and subscribe. We'll see you back here next Wednesday.